Few things grab attention like a heated confrontation, and comedian Jess Hilarious is no stranger to controversy. Recently, during an interview that was meant to be a celebratory interview on National Co-Parenting Day, one of the hosts shared that the most impressive co-parenting relationship they had ever witnessed was between his co-host Jess Hilarious and her ex-partner, Rome. However, this revelation took an unexpected turn when Rome and Jess engaged in a heated argument live on air. The hosts were intrigued and probed further, asking Rome about Jess' claims that he was overly protective of her. Rome confirmed this, but also clarified that despite Jess teasing that he couldn't fight, she had never actually seen him in a physical altercation. Rome explained that he had never fought with Jess and had no intention of doing so, even recounting a humorous incident involving a misunderstanding that could have led to a confrontation. Rome then shared a story from a recent trip to North Carolina, where he had been discussing family dynamics with his stepbrother. In a moment of jest, Rome had called his stepbrother corny, prompting Jess to unexpectedly arrive at his doorstep. Rome, who had a female guest over at the time, described how his stepbrother, instead of waiting for Rome to answer the door, let Jess in immediately. Rome, amused by the situation, recalled walking past his stepbrother and his friends with his guest, only to find Jess rolling her eyes at him from the bottom of the stairs. The hosts of the Breakfast Club were captivated by Rome's storytelling, with one even taking a sip of their drink to process the unfolding narrative. Rome's recounting of the events painted a vivid picture of the humorous yet complex dynamics between him and Jess, showcasing a glimpse into their co-parenting journey. Jess Hilarious recounted a peculiar incident involving a portable rocking bassinet and a misunderstanding with her ex-partner, Rome. According to Jess, she had lent Rome the bassinet for their child, Ashton. However, a bizarre confrontation unfolded when Rome accused Jess of fabricating a story about the bassinet being in a compromising situation. Rome clarified that he and a female friend were merely sitting on a bed, fully clothed, when Jess misinterpreted the situation. Despite Rome's attempts to set the record straight, Jess insisted on a false narrative, even going as far as to suggest Rome had been naked. Rome emphasized that he never got undressed and that the truth was Jess overreacted, leading to a minor dispute where he had to intervene and remove the friend from the situation. Rome expressed frustration at Jess's refusal to acknowledge the truth and her tendency to twist events to suit her narrative. He highlighted an incident where Jess claimed Rome had beaten up the friend, which Rome adamantly denied. He clarified that he had only intervened to prevent any further escalation and had calmly escorted the friend out. Jess also debunked Rome's claim that their son, Ashton, was in the bassinet during the incident, revealing that he was actually on the floor, safely resting on a blanket. Jess emphasized her concern for her child's safety, noting that she would never allow him to be in a precarious situation, especially on the floor of a basement with cement underneath the carpet. Despite Rome's efforts to clarify the situation, Jess continued to twist the narrative, casting doubt on Rome's integrity and creating a false impression of the events. Jess expressed frustration at Ashton's unwillingness to accept the truth, highlighting the challenges of co-parenting with someone who refuses to acknowledge reality. The heated argument between Jess Hilarious and her ex-partner, Rome, unfolded like a dramatic saga, revealing years of unresolved conflicts and misunderstandings. Jess accused Rome of never telling the truth, particularly about an incident that happened 11 years ago. She claimed that Rome was drunk at the time and questioned why he was drinking when she was just getting off work.
Oh, my phone is he had my phone.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. He had my phone.
But you can't, y'all be like, you better shut the hell up, and he don't shut up. Wow, so she liked you off the rip. You my baby fall.
Rome, however, refuted Jess's claim, stating that she had been fired from her job at McDonald's at the time. Jess admitted to drinking on the job, but defended herself, saying she was at work. The argument escalated as Jess and Rome disagreed about why Jess had come to pick up their son. Jess insisted she had come to get him from daycare on her weekend, but Rome accused her of being nosy and only coming because someone had told her to. Rome claimed that Jess had a passenger with her, suggesting she was not there to pick up their son. The conversation took a dramatic turn when Jess accused Rome of not giving her their son and calling the police. Rome denied calling the police and claimed he threw Jess out of the house. He described how he had to physically remove her, likening the action to the famous Jazzy Jeff ejection. Jess, however, disputed Rome's version of events, claiming he was not strong enough to throw her out like that. The argument continued as Rome questioned why Jess had hit the car window in anger. Jess explained that she was furious because Rome wouldn't give her their son. The tension between them was palpable as they revisited this painful moment from their past, each clinging to their version of the truth. Throughout the conversation, it became clear that there was a deep-seated resentment between Jess and Rome, with unresolved issues simmering beneath the surface. Rome recounted the aftermath of the incident, explaining that he thought either his stepmother or godmother had called the police because he didn't make the call himself. He emphasized that his phone was cracked, implying that he couldn't have called even if he wanted to. However, Jess interjected, admitting that she had cracked his phone but pointing out that everyone in the house had a phone, so he could have used another. She explained that Rome had called the police on her, which led to her sitting in her car, frustrated and unable to leave to pick up their son. Jess recounted how her friend, Nicole, had urged her to leave, knowing that Rome wouldn't give her their son. Despite being angry, Jess had intended to drive away. However, before she could, the police arrived. Rome defended himself, questioning how he could be trying to get Jess locked up when he was the one who had tried to bail her out with no money. He recalled the sleepless night he had spent trying to secure her release, showing his care and concern for her well-being. Rome then shared a personal anecdote, asking one of the hosts if he had ever gone through a woman's phone. He admitted that he had and recounted the emotional turmoil he had experienced when Jess was in jail, unable to eat or sleep due to worry and sickness. He expressed his desire to have her released from jail, highlighting the depth of his feelings for her despite their tumultuous relationship. Rome's frustration boiled over as he vehemently denied calling the police, expressing disbelief at the accusation. Jess, however, calmly explained that she had punched the car window out of anger. When asked about the car, Jess described it as a Honda, specifically a Honda 6, which she recalled was a new and fresh model at the time. Rome chimed in, confirming that it was his first car and that Jess had disliked it from the start. He joked that she was envious, suggesting she wanted control over him by having the ability to demand the car back at any time, referencing a character, Jody, from the movie Baby Boy. Rome then detailed the routine they had when he was a student, attending classes for his associate's degree. He would drop Jess off at work early in the morning, attend classes, do his homework, pick her up from work, and then they would go home. Jess interrupted, implying that Rome was omitting parts of the story. However, Rome explained that he was merely describing his daily schedule, emphasizing his commitment to his education and their shared responsibilities. When asked if she hurt her hand when she punched the window, Jess replied that a surprising experience she had when she was arrested, revealing that the woman who processed her intake at the jail was the same girl who had been with Rome during their earlier altercation. Despite flicks, the hosts of the show then questioned Jess and Rome's current relationship status, noting that they were now close enough to refer to each other as siblings, trust and closeness between them. Jess elaborated on their sibling-like relationship, explaining that Rome had started calling her sis first, which led her to reciprocate by calling him bro. She emphasized that their dynamic was genuine and not fabricated for show. She also revealed that Rome still confided in her mother, viewing her as their mother figure. Jess clarified that their relationship was not romantic or intimate in any way, but rather it was built on a deep bond of friendship and mutual respect. Their conversation highlighted the depth of their connection, showing that despite their tumultuous past, they had developed a strong and meaningful relationship. The fact that Rome confided in Jess's mother further underscored the level of trust and closeness they shared. Their relationship was genuine and sincere, with both parties acknowledging the importance of their bond. This exchange between Jess Hilarious and her baby daddy, Rome provided a glimpse into the complexities of their relationship, highlighting the challenges they faced as co-parents. Their differing perspectives and recollections of past events underscored the difficulty of navigating their shared history. Despite their heated arguments, it was evident that there was still a level of care and concern between them, even if it was overshadowed by past conflicts. Guys, what do you think about Jess Hilarious and her baby daddy's live-heated argument? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Then, check out this video if you don't know that Tyron Turner beat up KC and JoJo at the same time. And don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.